Yeah, bang bang rail. People ask me about me being an enforcer, yeah? Well, I'm an enforcer, I was an enforcer. A big enforcer, mate. And let me tell you something. If someone give me paperwork or someone give me whatever it would be that someone owed money, believe me, I'd get it. I would get it. I'd get a percentage and I'd go and get it. It was my wages and I had a family and I had kids and I'd go and get the money because that is what I did as a living. I was an enforcer. If I've never ever been on an enforcer as just me. Not just me. I always had maybe someone with me, one person, three people, four people. All depends on what I'm going to get and how much I'm going to get. If I'm going to get a big lump of money, 200-300 grand, as an enforcer, I'll maybe take three or four people with me, and as a driver and people that do something for me, yeah. And I was very good at it, very very good at it. And if I got you, and you only had got X, what, 50 grand, 60 grand, believe me, you pay me. I would take your watches, I would take your jewellery. Very rarely would I take a car. There's no point in taking the car because this car is aggravation. People go, well, it's been leased or it's this, that, and the other. It's all aggravation, look at this, look at that. And people say they take cars. They don't go and take no cars, mate. That's ridiculous. Who's going to take a car? Get down the road, a phone call, bump, you're nicked, don't you? No, don't take the car, mate. Just take their money and their jewellery. And tell them, listen, if you find the police, right, and I'll get myself nicked, it's not just me you got to contend with, it's the people that I'm with you got to contend with. You know who I am. I'm going to tell you who I am, right? But you won't know who they are. And they're the people who are going to do the business on you, yeah? Let me tell you something, right? I've been places where people owe a lot of money. I've gone to places where people, I get something, someone gives me 14 days to pay the debt. It's my debt now. That debt is my debt. When I take it to someone and give it to someone, I say, right, you've got 10 days. Because I know I've got 14 days, so I've got 4 days to play with. So if I go to the place and I say to the guy, okay, this is what it is. You've got 10 days. And they go, yeah, we'll pay you in 10 days. 9 times out of 10, they pay you, but you get that 1%. Don't want to pay you, they're saying, oh, they've used your money, yeah? They've used your money. So what you got to do? Babe, listen, you just sell it. I say, listen, mate, let me tell you something. If my money ain't here in 3 to 4 days, you've got to suffer the consequences. And the consequences you ain't like. See these people? They deal with the consequences. I deal with getting the money. I deliver the money belongs to me. This is what I do. You go back and they're trying to give you X amount of money. Sorry, but you're going to get, I say, listen, you've got one more day. You've got one more day. I'll go away. And in that one day, when you come back, you hear that one person, or even 2 people, one's maybe nailed to the floor, one's been nailed to the table, or whatever it would be. And you think to yourself, well, who would do that? Do you know what I mean? Who would do that? So they must be upsetting other people because what happens to them? They've suffered a bad consequences, but they pay. And you only got to do 2 or 3 of those, mate. Or not so much me, but other people that get involved in it. And before you know where you are, your name gets pushed around and people pay you on that day. When people, honestly, sometimes I listen to this and listen to that on YouTube, and I get people say, yeah, they've done this, they've done that, and pull guns out. Listen, don't pull the gun. What's the point? What's the point of pulling the gun out, strapped up to go and get some money? You don't have to do that, mate. You don't have to do that. Listen, people know, yeah, that if you go and collect money, you're going to collect it because you're good at what you do. You haven't got to pull guns out. But what you do, you give them the consequences. And they know the consequences. After a while, they know what's going down. It's the way you talk to them, yeah? It's the way you talk to them. You take the jewellery, bit of jewellery, money, and that's it. That's all you want to take, a bit of jewellery and a bit of money. You're not taking their cars. People say to me, oh, I took his car. No, mate, what's the point? What's the point? You got to get the logbook, you got MOTs, you got this, you got that. Nah, leave that right out. What are you going to get with a car, mate? Come on. It's ridiculous when people say that. It's take a bit of jewellery, a bit of thing. I don't like taking the jewellery, I don't like taking a little bit of money, but when I want my big bit of money, I get it. I get that big bit of money. If you owe me 200 grand, you're going to pay me that 200 grand. And not only are you going to pay me the 200 grand, you're going to give me a bit of a profit on top, because now it's caused me more profit. If I phone my people up and say to them, look, I've got X amount of money for you, but I ain't got the rest at the minute, I'm going to go back in 2 or 3 days. No, mate, I ain't going to suffer their consequences. I ain't going to suffer their consequences. They give it to me. I'm responsible for what they give me, and I'll get it back. Anyway, I done a good job. I was one of the best people as an enforcer. I was massive, mate. I was 22, 23 stone. And then I went to work with Jimmy Tibbet. I went to work with Cliff Fields. We all together as enforcers. And believe me, we was a bit good at what we done. But before that, I used to go up Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, Leeds, all them places where people were given X amount of what I give them, and then they had to pay me more money back. If they didn't pay me back, the consequences were too much, mate. Believe me, they always pay you. It always pays you. People don't want to listen. If you get to hear about people being nailed with 4-inch nails through their hand or 4-inch nails through their legs or whatever, and people get to hear about it, these people are going to pay you, mate. They're going to pay you. And I don't muck about, mate. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Radio. Just like and subscribe. Just a little video just to let you know what it's all about. Yeah, nice one. Take care. Nice one.